When I first decided to become a Navy SEAL, it was prior to September 11th. And at the time, I looked at it as an exciting action-adventure opportunity. I was in BUD/S Basic Underwater Demolition SEAL training on September 11th. And on that day, things changed for the entire country, but they also changed significantly for the SEAL community. I come from a kind of unconventional background. My parents are probably pacifists, so it's an unlikely place for a kid from Santa Cruz to end up as a Navy SEAL. But one of the values that was instilled in me early on was that you don't want to be the good man who does nothing. So my parents had always had this philosophy of service, and that service is important. My SEAL training class started with 246 guys. We graduated 26 originals. The barrier for entry to becoming a Navy SEAL is going through the gauntlet that they call BUD/S, Basic Underwater Demolition SEAL Training. It's generally considered the hardest military training in the world. They break you down and they beat you down, and they see when things are really, really cold, when they're really, really shitty, when you want to quit, who's going to ring the bell and who's not going to. For me, there was really only one moment where I wanted to quit throughout SEAL training. One of the instructors was really testing my mettle. I got really hypothermic really quick. The wind was blowing and my body temperature just plummeted, and I passed out. So they rewarmed me, and they put me in this tub, and they rewarmed me, and they handed me some dry clothes. It was the first time I'd been dry in 3 days, and they said, like, here's your clothes, like, go put them on in the ocean. And for the life of me, I just didn't want to be cold, wet, and sandy anymore. So there was that momentary hesitation, and then you push through it. You push through your own pain, you push through your own discomfort in order to accomplish the mission, and that's what they're looking for. I think my initial impressions of the SEAL teams, while sort of noble, were filled with all of that young machismo. I'm going to go out there and jump out of airplanes from 30,000 feet and swim up from subs 60 feet below. And then after 9/11, the teams became much more for me about serving your country, about a sense of mission, about a sense of purpose, and of course about going to war with your teammates. I guess when I talked to myself about my path over the last decade, what started off as a hoo-yah fun experience has really become a way of living my life in terms of discipline, in terms of dedication to service. So it's a challenge for me as I come to the end of my operational career, and I think it's a challenge for a lot of service members. How do I continue to live a life of service? How do I take all that experience that I accumulated in the SEAL teams and continue to use it to serve my country, to help people, to make a difference? I think there's a lot of people who will say, oh, we have to help the troops because they've sacrificed so much, and that may be true, but I think more important is veterans are some of the best investment you can make in this country. Here's a guy who's already proven that he's willing to work through adversity and hardship in order to accomplish a mission, and I submit that veterans and Team Rubicon specifically really are some of the best people during the time of need.